Murphy, he always shows up.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, the water heater breaks, the septic tank overflows.
True. Everything.
Something, car dies, our pocket money, everything all at once. And I'd put it in envelopes, and Ian would get his envelopes. I would get my envelopes. And that's all we had for 2 weeks. And so that money, Ian's been doing a good job because Ian's our saver. I'm the spender, and Ian's our saver.
If Nathalie told me to save $30,000 this year, I could do it.
Hey guys, if it's crazy,
all right, go ahead. Go now.
Wait. Get out of there! Oh my God! Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah, and have a nice day. Good God!
I love the Family Mess. Oh my God!
Welcome to the Family Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ian, and this is my wife and co-host, Nathalie. The Family Mess, the podcast about life with kids and all things adulting. Let's talk. Nathalie. Saturday night.
Ian. Yes, it's
9
Saturday
o'clock.
night.
We're making an early recording tonight, and I'm proud of you for sacrificing so much time to be here to entertain the audience.
It's not for entertainment. We're here to just talk.
Oh, but it's been a strange week. I finished my exams, my last paper yesterday.
Congratulations. Aren't you almost finally done with school now?
Yes, 4 classes left, so hopefully I can get them done in the next 2 semesters.
9 years and 4 classes. Well, Ian's been, is it 10 years or 9 years?
It'll be, I think it'll be almost 10 years, but I've been taking college classes to become a chaplain or minister. And I'm on my 9th year, 10th year. I don't even know anymore. I've taken so many classes, 96 credit hours. I've taken part-time for the last 9 years.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that is such a racket. 96 credit hours. What program? I don't even know if doctors have to have 96 credit hours.
It is the biggest racket because I'm like...
the money you got to pay, because you can't go to like a state school and do a divinity degree because that's a separation of the church and the state.
That's correct.
So, of course, you have to go to a private school, and then they charge you private school money, and then they want you to do almost 100 credit hours of coursework. Sorry, but
I calculated it. It's about $55,000-$60,000. Good thing I had about 98% of it paid for by scholarships and grants.
That's good. That's a good plan. That was. I'm very proud of you for that, because I know back when I got my master's degree, I was like, let me just get some loans, and you were like, hell no, we're not find a way and have it paid for in advance, or pay for it and not have loans. So that's very good that you've been able to do that, because most people, I mean, honestly, in today's times, not everyone's going to be a mega pastor. Not everyone's Joel Osteen or what's the other guy? I forgot his name. But most people aren't going to be making thousands and millions of dollars as a pastor or as a chaplain. So
yeah, it's
in reality, you don't want to have so much debt when you get out. So that's great. So I'm proud of you, and I'm really glad that you're almost done.
Hey, I'm glad I'm almost done. I almost feel like quitting. Every semester it seems like it just gets harder and harder, but it's not that the classes get harder and harder. It's just the time spent gets more difficult as 10 years. And I know a lot of my classmates that sacrificed a lot to go to classes. I was one of them that didn't. A lot of them sacrificed their health. That's the irony about taking these classes for God.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, if anybody out there listening ever wants to talk to me about my seminary classes, call me and we'll meet somewhere and talk about it. I'll tell you.
Or they can find you on Facebook.
Or you can find me on Facebook.
Family Mess.
Yes, the podcast. Family Mess -podcast, and I'll tell you about the whole thing. So, are you going to talk about your 5 pounds?
Well, how my weight loss has gone?
5 pounds of mess before we begin our subject today? Do you want to talk about it?
Well, this past week has not been, actually, it's not been horrible. Exercise-wise, it has not been good because I have been swamped with trying to get some work stuff done, and I have not, I didn't do a lot. Like the week before, I think I did 4 days. So this week, the only thing I did was I did walk. Oh yeah, our bike was gone at the shop for a couple of days, but I did walk. Like I took a 3-mile walk one morning.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw
that was really good.
You were sweating too when you got back.
Because I was walking. I wasn't like just cruising. I was like speed walking.
I thought you were riding a bike when you came back. I was like, damn, you're sweating.
I'm sweating because I got some fat on me. That's why I be sweating. Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. put on some weight, man, you'd be sweating.
Maybe that's why you sweat so much. Because I'm like, whenever I ride my bike,
I never used to sweat so much until I put on some weight.
I guess that's what it is. Because I ride my bike. Me and the boys ride our bikes for miles and miles, and we sweat, but not like you. You'd be like drenched with sweat.
Since I put on weight, unfortunately, yes, I do sweat more. I found that I sweat more. So that's one of my goals too, is to get back in better health so I don't have to sweat so darn much, because I'm tired of all this svetting. But,
man, yeah, I guess
that's just how my body's reacted to it.
Exactly. This week has been bad for me too. I didn't exercise much this week. Getting all those stupid papers done.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying, when you got work to do. So my goal for this week coming up, well, I did eat fairly well. I didn't eat as because I eat salad and regular meals and my protein shakes, so that's not going too bad. But of course I do sneak candy and I sneak other things. So
I saw the damn gummy bears in the car that you left. And,
I only ate the green gummy bears and then I left the rest.
You said when we were starting this eating plan together, and I've stuck to it fairly well.
What stuck to what?
What do you mean stuck to what?
You eat Cheerios with sugar every day.
No. You said, Ian, you have to cut the candy. So I'm telling you, how hard it is for me to cut candy. I go to the store and I see it. Well, I haven't took it up a couple times and brought it back because I'm like, Natalie would be very disappointed to me, and she would yell at me if I brought this candy home. So I put it back. But it's there, man. When I go to the store.
What do you think happens to me every time? I got a sugar addiction. I have a sugar addiction.
I know. That's why I
can admit that.
That's why I saw the gummy bears. Now listen.
But I only ate the green ones.
Don't judge me.
The green are the least amount of gummy bears in the whole pack.
What I'm saying is, I don't feel too bad because I ate the gummy bears that were left in the car.
I left them there for you. Really. I was like, I'm going to take my green ones out.
When I opened it and saw it, I already know you left it for me, because you're not going to leave something that obvious when you know I drive the car in the middle compartment that I check and put my stuff in. I'm like, I'm not even going to get mad at her because I know exactly why she did this. So I'll take the green ones, and there's nothing. You know what? I'm just going to eat this. I'd rather eat it than throw it in the garbage.
See, I buy candy and I eat some of it and I throw it away. I will do that. Like I'll go in Walgreens. I'll buy like a pack of peanut M&Ms.
You're like a partial drug user. That's what you are. You're not a full drug user. You're a partial.
I have a problem. I really do. I'm going to get some. I do want to actually get some help for that. But
I think we all we all have some type of addiction to something, whether it's something out there. We all have something that's wrong.
I don't want this sugar addiction because it's bad for your health.
Especially with this coronavirus going around, you know what I mean?
Yes.
That thing can be going all over the place.
And that's a waste of money, which
no, it's not.
Which goes into what we're talking about today, because we don't want to be wasting any more money anymore.
Can't today's episode is on fire.
What fire? Where is it at? Let me put that out for you. No, today we're talking about why Dave Ramsey sucks.
Oh man, Natalie, when we were living in our old house, Natalie and I were student loan debt. We had a lot.
We had everything. We had student loan debt. We had medical debt. We had car debt,
mortgage. We didn't have car debt. The cars were both.
No, they were not paid for.
They weren't?
No, we after my car got hit by lightning, we had to finance. We got a cheaper car.
Oh yeah. We had to finance some of it.
So we had a car. We had a car.
It was a small car payment. It wasn't anything big.
Dave Ramsey says, we were normal. We were very normal because we had every kind of debt you could think of: the mortgage, the cars, and medical bills, the student loans.
We struggled, man. We struggled for several years because of that debt, especially when we started having kids. Remember how bad it was for a couple of years?
Yes, it was.
Oh my God.
We just got by for a while.
Oh, thank you, Jesus, for helping.
but yeah, so today we're going to talk a little bit about what happened with us with Dave Ramsey and why he sucks. Not in a bad way. I like Dave Ramsey. I love Dave Ramsey actually. But he does suck because he was right. I've concluded that he is, and when it comes to money, debt, dealing with people and money and all that stuff, Dave Ramsey is right. I cannot say that he is not right, because everything that he said would happen has happened when we did not follow what he said to do. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk a little bit about, our story with Dave Ramsey. So I got started with Dave Ramsey. I'm not even sure how. I think Leslie, our friend Leslie, told me about Dave Ramsey, I think. But I got to a point one day, because at one point I did all of our bills. Like I paid every bill. I did everything with the bills. Ian didn't even know what the light bill was, how much it was, when it was due. No, you did.
I did. Maybe I did.
But I realized at that point, I was like, every day, and I liked my job. I still like my job. Every day I would go to work, I come home, and it was like the same thing. And then every time I had to pay bills, I'm like, my God, we never have any money.
Yeah, we never could get ahead.
I mean, people were going. We got friends going on vacations
They were
and doing
broke
this,
too.
but we didn't go on vacation.
They were
we
broke.
had no.
They were all broke.
Well, maybe they were. But I don't know. But I know they was going on some trips.
We were
and our asses was right up in that house.
Man, it sucked. You're right. We look at Facebook, and I'm like, man, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, we wouldn't go no. And I'm
Damn.
like, but we go to work every day. We were working. You go to work and you work hard. And then you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor.
You can't get ahead, man. It just sucked. It just feel like you're just sucking the life.
Yeah. So I heard about this guy named Dave Ramsey, and he had a radio show. So I was like, you know what? I am determined to change our lives and whatever. So I knew that I had to change the way I thought about money and my mindset. So I listened to Dave Ramsey 5 days a week, 3 hours a day for months.
She did. Because she'd tell me about Dave every damn day. She'd talk about Dave Ramsey this, and I'm like, I hate Dave Ramsey because that's all you ever talk about. But Dave,
he always does say he becomes a curse word in people's homes a lot.
Well, not just homes, but people's businesses around town. Because people tell him, "Oh, have you listened to Dave Ramsey? Remember we went to that thing?
Yeah.
Have you listened to Dave Ramsey lately?"
Yeah, we went to a timeshare, and Ian said he listened to Dave Ramsey. The guy didn't even try to really fight with him.
The guy's like, "All right, this one's done. We're not gonna get anywhere with this guy."
They weren't trying. They knew we weren't gonna. They weren't gonna get us with that.
Yeah,
with the timeshare.
Once they found out people listen to Dave Ramsey, they just stopped, and that's it. You're done.
Yeah. So I decided that I was gonna change my mindset because I knew I had to reprogram myself. I knew.
I thought you said you
turned it down.
I thought you said you turned the volume off.
I thought I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead and apologize.
I thought I turned
and I saw you look at your phone. Do you know how to use your phone?
You know what? There it is. The ringer. It was. I don't know. It keeps going to
damn phone.
That's a shame.
Oh my
sorry,
God.
I'm very unprofessional.
And you even said, "I'm going to make sure I turn my ringer off."
I did. You know what I did?
Before I start the show.
I used to turn it down, but now it does media instead of the ringtone as my default. Yeah, I have to.
You have a setting on there.
Yeah, I have to figure it out. Yeah. I did turn it down, but it was on media and not ringtone.
How about turning it off?
And that was my brother calling me.
Oh, Ivor?
Yeah, it was Ivor.
Oh, you better call him back. You know how Ivor is.
Yeah, so.
I know you want to call Ivor back because don't make him wait.
So me and Dave Ramsey. So I basically told Ian about this Dave Ramsey and how, what he says. And Dave Ramsey has these baby steps, right? So he has this plan, and his baby steps there's 7 baby steps, right? So you have baby step 1, you save $1,000.
Did we do that?
We had baby step 1. We'll talk about what we did. So baby step 2 is you pay off all your debt. Baby step 3, you save 3 to 6 months of expenses for your emergency fund. And then baby step 4, 5, and 6, you kind of do it at the same time. You save, you invest 15% of your income for retirement. You save for college if you have kids, and you save for a down payment on a house, or if you already own a home, you pay off your house. And then 7 is you build wealth and give. Because his big thing is, you want to be weird. You want to be weird because weird people don't have debt. Most people have debt. Those are normal people. So you want to be weird. You want to have no debt. You want to have your house paid for, that kind of good stuff.
Yep.
So that was his plan. So we decided, I had a friend who did this, and I was like, oh, but she's really good at money. But we decided, I talked to Ian after listening to Dave for months and months and months, and I said I was going to be on the show and I was going to be debt free and all the whole thing, the whole shebang.
We were debt free.
Well,
for 8 months.
Well, Ian, we're going to finish the story. That's the whole point of the show. Sharing the story and the lessons learned
I don't want to get
from
ahead.
This whole Dave Ramsey thing.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead.
We decided to follow the Dave Ramsey steps to get out of debt. But then I realized, I said, to get out of debt, I said, Ian, at the time, my mom was, she was kind of getting worse with her sickness, and she doesn't live that far, but it was far enough. And then, I wanted to be closer to her. And I knew if we sold our house, I was like, Ian, if we sell the house, we can be out of debt. Cause my friend also did the same thing. She sold her house and got out of debt. So, I kept doing my Dave Ramsey thing and all that. So we decided we were going to sell our house. So we got the house all fixed up. It looked like a brand new house. That house was looking beautiful. I almost didn't want to move when the house was ready to be sold.
Yeah, it does look
those pictures and everything. I was like, damn, that's my house.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn, our house looks good.
Well, we got it already, and we sold our house. But one of the things that Dave said one of the things I didn't listen to was he said, if it's nothing wrong with selling your house. Like, if you want to sell your house, if you don't love this house, but if you love the house, he's like, stay in the house, just pay down your debt. But if you want to sell your house, he says, fine. Sell your house to get out of debt. But he said, make sure you practice strict budgeting and doing the things that he says, which is you have to have like a zero-based budget where you go down to $0 at the end of the month, and you're on beans and rice and beans, which basically means no expensive eating out, no trips, no vacations, no nothing. Basically, you just work and to survive, to pay the bills, and every bill, and he uses the oh gosh, brain fart here. He uses, I forgot the method that it's called, the gosh, what is the method he uses?
Don't look at me. You're the one that. You're the
I
one
forgot.
that's Dave Ramsey
I just
guru.
had a total brain
you
fart.
You should have that written down your paper already.
No, but I know it. I just had a brain fart.
Prepared.
But
unprepared.
Oh my gosh, it's not an avalanche. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, but basically, it's every debt that you have, you pay the smallest debt, the debt snowball. God, there it is. That's the word. You do the debt snowball. So whatever, say you have multiple bills that need to be paid, like you have a credit card for $1,000, a credit card that's $200, and another one for $10,000 or whatever. You pay the lowest card first, and you make the minimum payments on the other debts. And then once you pay off your lowest debt, the smallest debt first, then you take that money that you're paying and roll it into the next smallest debt. So it's called the debt snowball. And what it does, it builds momentum, because you're like, oh my God, I paid off something. So now you're rushing to go pay off the next thing. And so that's why he calls it the debt. There's an avalanche, there's different methods of payment, but that's the one that he likes, is the debt snowball. So,
sounds good.
But you're supposed to stick to that before you sell your house and have sound budgeting practices and debt payment practices. But, well, Natalie kind of decided to skip that step. That's problem number one, not listening to Dave Ramsey. Skip that step, sold the house, got out of debt. Now, he says, also Dave Ramsey always says on his show about doing business with your family. So Ian and I, we sold the house. We moved into an apartment. We had a little bit of debt left over. No, we didn't move into an apartment. We moved into a house first, right?
No. We moved into.
We rented the house.
Yeah,
we rented
that's
that
right.
house.
They rented that house. Yeah.
We rented a house, but then we ended up in an apartment because the house was not.
But
good.
we still had no debt. I mean,
right. But we had no debt, and we have good jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
So we paid off. We had some debt after we sold the house. We still had a little bit left, and we paid that off.
Oh, that's right. We had a student loan and then something else.
There was something else left, maybe about $10,000, but we paid that off.
We paid everything off at that point.
And then, so at that point, after we sold the house and we paid the last of the debt, so we had paid off both of our cars, 2 cars. We had a personal loan that we had used to consolidate credit cards. We paid that off.
Oh God, I forgot about that one.
And,
damn it.
And we had, I think we may have had some. Oh, and we paid off the student loans. We had about. I had like 25,000 in student loans, and Ian, you have about what, 15?
9.
Oh, 10. Oh, 9.
9. I've been paying like a boss.
But you started at 18.
No, I started at 24.
Oh, you're 24?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know you had as much. Oh, I started at 32. So.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but we had. I mean, it had been 10 years, and we hadn't paid off all those all those student loans.
Yeah,
so it was like, oh my gosh, how long am I going to have these student loans for?
Like the crisis now.
Right. So we did sacrifice because we liked our house. Our kids loved our house.
I didn't know how much they loved it after we left the house.
Yes, our kids were sad to leave, but
I had no idea.
But I knew for the betterment, and we both decided together it was for the long-term betterment of our family for us to get out of this debt and selling the house. Because I mean, we sold it for not a whole lot more than what we paid for it. I mean, it was some bit more, but a lot of it was just the equity that we had built up in making the payments. That we basically ended up paying ourselves back and selling the house. So we ended up moving into an apartment. So we lived in an apartment for about
almost a year.
Yeah, we lived in an apartment for a year.
Yeah.
And then against Dave's other thing,
this is where the story gets very.
So
good.
we were free.
We were home free.
Yeah, because that one of the things.
Listen to this next part.
One of the things also that was important was to have freedom and to have the choice. Having choice. For me, I wanted to get out of debt. You can talk about how you want, but for me, I wanted to be out of debt because I wanted choice. I did not want to feel like I had to work. And if I didn't work, then, like I can't, because, people go to their jobs and they don't speak up and they're not honest about things because they're afraid. I didn't want to have to be afraid. I don't have, my job is not like that at all, but I've just seen that in other places. So I don't want to have to be afraid. I want to be able to just live and be free. So if for some reason, which I still like my job, I've been there forever. If for some reason I didn't like it anymore and I wanted to make a change in my life, I wouldn't have all these bills holding me back. That was like my big motivation as well.
I know.
was freedom.
You talked to me enough about it.
Yes, freedom, because I felt trapped. I felt trapped.
I'm the same as you. I felt the exact same way, but I just gave up a long time, and I'm like, I'm just going to work on trying to pay. But once I was with you, once we had an opportunity to pay it off, I was with you 100%. I'm like, I'm free. We can be free. You actually talked me into it.
Yeah, and it was a good feeling while it lasted.
Oh.
So again, the first thing we didn't do was listen to Dave when he says to really practice the
I should have
sound.
stuck to my guns. I should have stuck to my damn guns at the time.
We haven't even gotten to that part, Ian.
Oh, God.
So we're on the part where Dave, he's the first mistake we made was not following the strict budget and not really doing it for long enough. We followed it some, but we didn't do it long enough, doing the strict budgeting and, rice and beans and the whole thing, the sacrifice part. We didn't do the sacrifice and have the discipline that we should have had at the beginning. That was bad mistake number one. Number two, Dave always talks about don't borrow from parent or family. Don't do business with your family as much as possible. Because if you do, dinner doesn't taste the same on Thanksgiving, right? If you owe your family money, it doesn't taste the same on Thanksgiving. And I let my brother, which I love my brother to death. I really do. I dearly love him.
Tried.
And I knew in my heart that I should not have done what I did.
I was bullied into this. Bullied.
Well, you were persuaded. So
persuaded.
Ian was
I had no
was
choice.
right. Ian was right. He was right in this instance because we ended up doing a deal with family.
I told him, I don't feel good about this. We bought a house.
But the thing was, if we had followed Dave Ramsey's rules, we would have been better off. So we got to baby step 1, we got the $1,000. We got the baby step 2, we paid off all of our debt. But baby step 3 is to save the 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, we never actually. I think we were starting that,
of
but
emergency fund, right? But we didn't have that. And he said, never buy a house if you don't have the emergency fund. That's like his thing. That's why there's a baby steps. So, right?
No, that's true.
So buying a house is in 4, 5, and 6.
So you won't even buy. If we would have stuck with that, we'd have never even bought the house because we didn't get that 6 months yet.
Because if anything happens, because he always says Murphy comes in.
That's true.
Murphy, he always shows up.
Yeah, that's true.
The water heater breaks, the septic tank overflows.
True. Everything.
Something, car dies, car crash. Something always happens in life, and Murphy comes in at the wrong time.
Yep.
So we didn't have this 3 to 6 months of savings like what Dave Ramsey says. But my brother came to me and said, hey, we have a situation. This will help you and it'll help somebody else.
Help us.
And
did not help us.
Well, we have a roof over our heads. We have a nice house, but it's just, it's just not, it was not the ideal situation
needs work.
that I would have wanted to be in. So he, our brother's like, I need, do this to help a family member. And I was like, all right. I didn't want to do it. I really, in my heart, I knew I didn't want to do it, but I didn't want to not help because I had not learned at that point about saying no. And I have learned now from my therapist about saying no.
Like I was saying the whole time.
Yes, Ian's very good at saying no. Ian's great at being selfish. I am not so much great at being selfish. So I've had to learn to be more selfish.
They would have killed me if I said, hell no, we're not doing this. I'd have been disowned by her family.
So we ended up buying a house from a family member is what happened. We bought a house from a family and I had to borrow money from my dad in order to do it, which was and that's number one of where dinner don't taste so good at Thanksgiving when you owe people in your family money, right? So, and I ended up having to pay. I had to pay more.
I
paid. Well, no. At the end of the day, Ian decided there was a plan, and Ian decided to change the plan because we were supposed to live in the house for 2 years and sell the house, and then so then my dad would get back his money. Everybody would get their money back.
This is where Ian comes into the conversation to make herself feel good about the decision to get the house. What?
I'm not saying anything.
Go ahead.
You were right. I'm not saying you weren't right.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying you weren't right.
I know. Go ahead. I just want to explain what you're saying. Tell them what happened.
So what happened was, so Ian wanted to stay. Ended up, we were supposed to be in the house for 2 years. Then we were going to move out of the house and pay everybody back.
Yep, that's true.
But we move in, and Ian's like, I'm not moving anymore. I don't want to move. And I was like, oh my gosh. It wasn't that.
The kids liked it and wanted to stay because they made friends in school. That was my decision. I'm like, I'm not moving no more. That's what. If the kids didn't really like the school.
Well, they liked the block. And they do like the kids in the block.
If Samuel wouldn't have found his friend down the street there and started playing with them and didn't like it or Noah didn't like it, I would have left. I'd been like, ain't no point staying here. Let's move. But they liked it so much and we already moved from the school they liked before
Yes,
they
we did
really
change
liked
their
it.
school. Yes,
And now they found another one that they liked. Samuel liked riding his bike, and he actually made some friends. I was like, I'm not moving no more. So yeah, it is my fault that I decided to stay in the house.
So then,
Yes.
so because we decided to stay in the house,
it.
so now we weren't selling. So the money that was supposed to come from the sale of the house now has to be found from somewhere.
Yep.
So we're back in debt.
Yep.
Back in debt. So one, we bought a house, and the renovations went over. And so, in a sense, once Ian said he wanted to stay in the house, we had to stop renovations. So the house is partially, it's like 90% finished.
Yeah.
It's livable, but there are a lot of things that aren't done. And we have no money because we didn't listen to Dave.
Nope.
We didn't do the 3 to 6 months.
We got to do one piece at a time.
Right. We had no money. So now, and then we had to spend 12 months to aggressively pay somebody off that we owed.
Yep.
And I mean, that was like every nickel and dime I had.
I think that killed us.
Yeah, because
I think that really...
we couldn't even do anything with the house because every nickel and dime that we had to go to pay that person back.
We got ripped off.
Well, and I paid too much for the house. I already knew that, but we were here, so I ended up paying too much for the house. But it is what it is, right? Because that's what happens when you make deals and you don't do things with documents and all that stuff.
I said not to make the deal too.
Right. So it is what it is. So, but so the last so now we spent all of last year paying back. We paid back $40,000 in one. Wait, 40,000? Yeah, almost $40,000 in 12 months.
I think I was mad at her, but I couldn't be mad. I was like, let's just do this together and just get it done.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. Even though this has been a difficult situation for us, we have stuck together and we always do communicate with each other. So I don't have any ill towards Ian for wanting to stay because I understand. I mean, it's a nice house. It's on a cul-de-sac. It's got a pool. It's got a little backyard, a little basketball court. Got a nice sized yard. It's a nice house. It's not a bad place to live by any means. It's just that financially it wasn't what we were supposed to be doing.
Correct.
Right. But we agreed that, he wanted to stay. I said, fine, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're going to fix it up slowly.
Right. So that's why we end up $12,000. We have to pay $40,000 in 12 months. Every nickel and dime extra.
Well, obviously we can do it.
Yes. So we've showed the discipline to be able to pay the debt.
Yeah, obviously we can pay a debt off if we have, and that's what Dave was. I think that's what Dave was talking about. We were every money we made went into paying this stupid ass debt off, man. I was so mad all the time. I was like, Natalie was mad, working, stressed. I was like,
because all I did was work to pay off this debt.
And she'd talk about it, and then I'll think about it.
And then I'd be behind sometimes. I got behind a little bit, a month or so or two.
Man.
Yeah, having to pay that debt every month. So it was what it was. So from that, I learned too, Dave always he always mentions a book when people talk about family and all this stuff, but boundaries. That's, he always talks about that book. He always refers the people to the book called Boundaries when you have family and you have a hard time saying no. And that was me. But now I know that I can say no. And now from now on, I will say no to any type of financial stuff that's something like that again. Cause it just set us up. It just put us in a bad place.
Yeah.
So, but that's another reason why Dave sucks though, because he was right. Dave sucks because he was right. Like, I hate that he was so right about everything. Like, everything.
He has a lot. People that have a lot of experience with stuff are usually right when they tell you something.
Man.
I mean, right down to the dollar, they can tell you what you're going to do and what you're not going to do.
It's like I can hear Dave in the back of my head. I told you so. He doesn't say that on the thing, but I can just hear because everything that he has said, like his steps, he goes, "There's a reason for the baby steps. I work with thousands of people. There's a reason. Follow the baby steps."
That's what I'm saying. He has the numbers to follow up what he's saying, he knows what you're going to do before you do it. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
So, but Natalie thought she can go rogue and do her own. She don't need Dave. But now I'm having to follow back with
Natalie's
the Dave.
Like, I don't give a damn.
But we had to use some of Dave's things as well to have the money to pay back last year. So that's when we started to we did the the envelope. We did like an envelope system.
Oh yeah, every 2 weeks we did the envelope. That works.
Every paycheck we made a budget. And then we would, because I'm a swiper. I love to swipe my card.
Not the guy from Dora the Explorer.
Oh, I forgot about that swiper. I'm the credit card swiper, and I don't know how much is in that bank. I just be swiping and just pray. I just be like, well,
I have to
if it don't decline, it's good.
And I look at her a lot, and I just look at her to shake my head. I mean,
So I know I'm a swiper. So we went to the envelope system, which is basically where you put cash in envelopes and you divvy up the money. So Ian and I would have a budget for gas. We would have we'd have pocket money that we could get each week. And I would, every paycheck, I would go to the bank every other Friday. And I would like take out like, I don't know how much. It was like $1,000 or something because it was for groceries, gas, our pocket money, everything all at once. And I'd put it in envelopes and Ian would get his envelopes. I would get my envelopes. And that's all we had for 2 weeks.
And we'd make it work
until the next one. Yes. That's what we were doing when we were paying down the debt, actually following Dave Ramsey. We've been doing that only now that for Corona started, we stopped doing it because we haven't been going anywhere because of COVID stuff.
Yeah, we were doing it pretty consistently. And now in the last couple of months we've saved, we're doing pretty good in our savings consistently. So I think we're getting back to where we're supposed to be now.
We're still not really following Dave.
We are following Dave.
No, because if we were following Dave, all the money that we've saved would be going to pay the debt off.
Oh, yes.
And I talked to you about that, but you were like, no, I'm not doing it.
No, because we're saving our money first for our 6 months, like Dave said.
No. See, you don't know the baby steps
because I don't have the paper in front of me.
Baby
damn it.
step 1 is save 1,000.
We already have 1,000.
Right,
That's
but
easy.
baby step 2 is pay off all the debt. So you're supposed to take all the money we got and pay off the debt.
You know what I'll do?
You know what? No, hold on. But right now, because of the COVID situation, he does say when emergencies arise, you stop the baby steps and you just save cash.
Yeah, because you want to save because you never know you might
just
need that
in
money.
Case of that you need that money.
Well, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, so we have been saved. We haven't been. Yes, well, because of this Corona, we've saved a whole bunch extra money because we ain't going nowhere and doing nothing but buy groceries, and we have no gas. We haven't been buying gas or anything. So that money, Ian's been doing a good job because Ian's our saver. I'm the spender, and Ian's our saver.
If Nathalie told me to save $30,000 this year, I could do it.
Yes, you could.
If she told me to save
the money miser.
If she told me to save $40,000 this year, I could do it. I could make it happen because I'm the person that loves to save money. Nathalie just loves to swipe that damn card.
That's right.
Ian, I want to do this. I'm like, Nathalie, how are we going to afford this? I'm going to do it. I just want to do it. I'm going to do it. Like we're going. Now, England we're supposed to go this year, but the Corona kind of messed us up, and we paid tickets and
yes, we
cruises.
did have. Yeah, I had a cruise. I paid for.
We lost a little bit of money on getting tickets.
Well, we didn't lose it. You just have to. It's a credit.
Whatever they want to call it. We don't have it in our bank account right now.
No,
so I kind of wish we would have. But we didn't know this was coming. We could have waited and then paid it. I mean, we lost a couple $1,000 paying for tickets. But I mean, that's the way it is. We plan to use it at one point, so it's there.
Yeah, it'll be there next summer.
Next year. So I hope this stupid virus does not poke its head out next summer.
I know, man. COVID, stay away, COVID.
Damn this virus. God, it's just stopped everything. But I mean, I learned a lot from Dave. I think we're going to do good this time around. I think we've learned our lesson. We got swatted.
Yes. Yes.
We got swatted.
We took a little diversion.
But you know what? It makes you learn, though. It makes you learn what you can and can't do. And I think from this point moving forward, I think we know what we have to do and we'll get it done.
Yes. And I know I can't use credit cards. I know that. I know that I cannot carry a credit. I have a credit card that I do carry. It has a $200 limit. And that's the only thing I can use. Otherwise, I run up credit cards.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons people get mad at Dave Ramsey because he says to cut up your credit cards after you've paid off all your debt and like never use them. And people are like, what about my points? And but it's really, true. But it's for people like me. Not correct. If you are disciplined,
like me,
you can have a credit card and not run it up and pay it every month and get your points. Great.
Yep.
But if you're like most people, which is Nathalie Martin and a lot of other people out there.
It's not that you don't have the money; you just forget to pay it. That's all it is. You don't remember to pay it all the time.
But then it adds up.
Exactly.
And then you owe again.
Before you know it, you're thousands in.
Right.
And it's not that you didn't have the money to pay that month and pay it off. You did. You just lost your mind or whatever. Something else
and then
came
I
up.
spent it on something else.
Exactly.
So then the money's not there anymore.
So yeah, somebody like me has a credit card. I have most of my credit cards are for emergencies, stuff with the cars and. There's Corona lately. I've been using that instead of my card lately at the stores, so it's gone up. But I'll pay it off when the time comes. So
when's the time come? You're supposed to be paying off every month.
I use the card every time I go to the store, so it adds up, and I just pay on it every time it goes up.
So you pay it up every month.
I pay it continuous. I pay a couple times a month on the card, so I don't have any issues with it. But that's because I use it so often. I think I'm going to use your card.
I'm glad you're good.
Oh, I know I'm good. I've always been good. That's the one thing I can talk about is how good I am at using the credit card.
Yes,
so.
Ian is our saver and I am the spender. So we do balance each other out because he doesn't mind listening to me and I don't mind listening to him with his ways of doing things. And we try to meet in the middle somewhere, which I know with the credit cards. That was our financial infidelity episode that we had where I ran up credit cards like twice. So,
oh man, that is too damn funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so the things that that we've learned from Dave is, well, I guess, the stuff I want to say that the 4 lessons we've learned from Dave.
Well, keep talking for a second. I got to get this thing. Go ahead.
The 4 things we learned from Dave that to be true is being out of debt feels good. It does. It feels great to be out of debt. I'm feeling great about that. When we were out of debt, it was a great feeling to know that I could walk away from my job at any moment in time and not care if I wanted to. I like my job, but just if I wanted to. Also, the second one, borrow is a slave to the lender. When you owe people money, you are the slave to them because now you have all these credit card debts. That's why you go to work. You get up to go to work because you got to pay all these bills. And that's why you get up and go. So the borrower is a slave to the lender. And he was right about that. It's best not to borrow money or do financial transactions with family. Yes, Dave was right about that too.
Don't do deals with family. No family. No matter how nice.
Unless it's all under contracts and you got contracts or something like that.
Don't be afraid to sign a contract with your family members ever. Don't do shaking hands, promises, nothing. Don't do it.
Yes, only contracts. And you have. Oh wait, what does it say?
What else is there?
Oh, you have to live and follow by the baby steps. You're not going to get success without doing the baby steps, and that's true. He's right about that. If you don't follow the baby steps, you're not going to have success. So those are the 4 things that we learned to be true from Dave Ramsey. Do you agree with those, Ian?
With what we've been through the last couple of years, yeah, I definitely agree with that. And I think I would like to add something to that. Don't just go buy something because you want it. I've learned, have the money to buy it. You can buy it on credit. What I do, if I want something, if I have the money, I'll buy it right there. But if I don't have it, I'll save up every week or every 2 or 3 weeks until I get it. And then I'll buy it. That's what I've done the last couple months. If I really want something, I'll save up to get it. I won't get it because I think people get into trouble. I want that. I'm going to buy it. And next thing you know, they're just buying stuff.
Yeah.
And before you know it, they just have this stuff and, this debt. It'd be different if they just bought it and they paid for it and it was money.
Right.
But that credit card, man, will get you into trouble, man. If you're a person that can't control yourself, man.
Well, I know firsthand. I know firsthand. That's why Dave Ramsey says, though, he's like, if you have to make payments, you really can't afford it.
No one should be making payments on anything. That's a whole damn fraudulent system, making payments. It is.
Well, you know what Dave Ramsey, he also says, to say Dave Ramsey again, he says, having a credit score isn't an indication you have money. It's an indication you have debt.
Yes, the whole credit system. What happened to my student loan, my credit score when I paid off my student loan?
Oh yeah, when you pay off your debt, your credit score goes down.
I'm gonna boast here. I had like an 812 credit score. I paid off all my debt. It dropped down to 720.
But it comes back up. It'll go back up. It went back up.
It didn't come back up for over a year. That's my whole point.
No, that's because we had that thing with the apartment complex.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you're right. Bastards.
That's what messed up our credit.
I forgot about that. That killed us.
Yeah, we had great credit, and then we were fighting with our apartment complex, and it dropped our credit 100 points over $600.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that's a whole other story for a whole other day.
My God, I can't believe it.
But yeah, so I'm going to go over the baby steps one more time. Or Ian, you want to read the baby steps?
No, I don't have the baby steps in front of me.
I'll tell you the baby steps. So the baby steps, step 1, like I said, these baby steps have been, really, they work. I can't, after what we've been through the last 3 years, we've been in this house, so it's been 5 years.
We've been in
4 years, 4 years. We sold our house in 2016.
We've been in this house maybe 2 years.
No, but the whole journey, it's been 4 years.
Yes, the process, yes.
So,
that's correct.
Yes, so these baby steps, I can't lie, based on my life experience, I must say these baby steps do work. But baby step 1, and then this is Dave Ramsey's just, it's like, you can find, Google him or whatever, Facebook, Instagram.
Do we get a plug from him for telling his name so much?
People talk about Dave Ramsey all the time because he does change people's lives. He has that debt-free scream.
We got to get on that show, man. When we finally get on that show, it's going to be the best.
You have to you have to close all of your credit cards to get on Dave Ramsey's show now for a debt-free scream.
I could do that in 2 seconds. That's no problem.
You have to close
for me.
every credit card, but
credit score will be like 210.
So the baby steps are save $1,000 in a beginner emergency fund. Now, even though I know Dave is right about things, I do agree, but I would have a little bit more in there because just things cost so much more money these days.
I agree with that.
Maybe like $2,000 or something, but pay off all debt except for your house. So all your debt, baby step 2 is to pay off all debt except for your house. You don't pay off your house until the very end. And then baby step 3, save 3 to 6 months of expenses for emergencies. Now, car maintenance is not an emergency.
No,
you're supposed to plan for your car. You know your car is going to need tires. You know your car is going to need batteries. You know your car is going to need a service. So those things should be in your monthly budget to save for.
Except for our situation now, but that's different. We have an old ass car.
It's not different, Ian.
Oh, that's still maintenance?
Yes, that's the maintenance.
Yeah, if you have an old car, and I think this is people with old cars, because most people, when do they get rid of their cars?
No, it doesn't matter, Ian. You have to follow the plan.
Oh.
You trying to divert from the plan.
Sorry.
You ain't learned 4 years?
Damn.
You ain't learned.
Damn it.
So you save 3 to 6 months of expenses for emergencies. And then baby steps 4, 5, and 6, you do at the same time, which is invest 15% of your income for retirement. Save for college for your kids if you have any, and 6%. And step 6 is pay off your house, or you could be saving for your down payment for a home in steps 4, 5, and 6. And then 7, build wealth and give. So that's the one thing that my goal for getting out of debt. I don't know yours, Ian, but mine is too. Is also to be able to help people more, because you can't help other people if you can't help yourself.
I agree.
And Dave always, he says a lot on his show when I used to listen to it 3 days a week or 5 days a week for 3 hours at a time.
Mm-hmm.
He says that, you even like for church stuff, he's like, church talks about, you're supposed to pay all this stuff, but if you have to be able to take care of yourself. And once you take care of yourself, then you can take care of other people however you please. You can, and he always says his tag phrase is, you can live. Wait, how does he say? Oh crap!
You need to write all this down before you.
Gosh, I know. You can. He said you can live and give like no one else, right? So you can live and give and be weird and like no one else, because you will have so much when you don't have to pay all these bills. Like if your house gets paid off and all these credit cards. I mean, add up every month how much you pay for credit cards and all the debts and car payments every month.
Oh yeah, you're
right. What you could do with that money if you didn't have to. Pay those bills. Like how many people could you help? How many mouths could you feed? How much, you could make a difference in many ways. You can, you tithe to your church or whatever you want to do, but you can make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah.
Right. So, but you can't do that if you're not taking care of yourself and setting yourself up. Right. So that's one of his big things. So yeah, I'm definitely a Dave Ramsey fan, and he does suck, but not in a horrible way. He just sucks because he's right. It's like when your parent tells you some things and you don't listen, and then it comes back exactly what they said. So yeah.
Oh, that's too funny. This is one of the best shows ever.
I'm just being real here. I'm just giving it to you real with the Dave Ramsey stuff. So
no, it's good. It's true.
I mean, this is our life, and this happened. I mean, we're still going through it now because we have to pay back that debt that we have. We still have some debt that we have to pay back.
Yeah, I think once we pay that off, then we just have the house. I think we're good then. But yeah, we have a little bit. I mean, not like we used to have, but there's still some there.
Yes.
But I feel better than I did a couple of years ago. I feel a lot better now.
Our income's a lot higher than it was.
Yeah, that's true.
To be able to, we have a bigger, a bigger bucket.
And the kids are older.
Well, yeah, because we ain't paying that $1,000 for daycare.
Yeah, that made a once we stopped. Remember, we stopped paying daycare. How much of a difference?
Oh
that
yeah, I was
made?
happy when our kids went to kindergarten.
Oh my gosh! Once we stopped, we literally saw $1,000 come back in our budget a month from saving on daycare. I'm telling you, man, I don't know how we made it through that time.
I don't know.
2 kids in daycare.
Parents
oh,
do.
Gosh,
it's just like our neighbors. They got a nanny because they're like the daycare bill's too high.
So that's why they got a nanny?
Yeah, because it was too much for 2 kids for daycare.
Oh, so that's why she comes over during the day.
Yeah, that's why they got nannies. They got nannies that come over.
Nannies are cheaper than daycare.
Yeah, that's what she said after I was talking to her. I was like, oh, damn. So, yeah.
It's a racket too, huh?
No. Good quality kid care is expensive, but it's well worth it. Someone taking good
They
care
didn't
of
teach
your
our kids how to write because they can't write good on their little papers. But that's okay.
You always digress.
Sorry. Well, do you have anything else left for the audience to tell them that you've learned about?
No, I think I've said everything I can about how crappy, how I didn't listen to Dave and how bad my life went. But I guess our life, because it was both of us.
Yeah. So, I mean, anybody listening, you got to make some sacrifices in the beginning to live great in the end. And I don't want to work forever. I'm telling you, can you imagine we didn't have no debt now? I could be able to quit my job. You could quit your job. We could do literally what we wanted to do, and not, I could take a lower paying job and not worry about anything because I have no debt.
Right. You can take jobs with less stress because you don't have debt to pay.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was very important to me. So that's what I wanted to do. So, I mean, but we'll get there. I mean,
you live and you learn.
I'm 43 right now. So I think I can get there before 50 and still have a good life left to live.
Yeah, so I'm thankful for Dave, but I think you suck, Dave, right now.
Well, it was a good show. So if you guys want to join us on future episodes, you can join us on Spreaker, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, and Castbox. You can also join us on YouTube. I think we have YouTube, The Family Mess. Noah made it for me. And you can join us on our Facebook page. How come I never get the Facebook page right? What's
The Family Mess? I'm going to change it. The Family Mess -podcast.
The Family Mess -podcast?
Yes.
And we have @thefamily_mess Twitter, and Instagram is @thefamilymess. So join us in all those streams and like, subscribe, and give us your feedback.
And tell your friends.
Please tell everybody.
Share.
And we will join you for the next episode.
All right.
All right. God bless.
I love the Family Mess. Oh, my.